are you? And why are you in my house?" The man doesn't flinch. He's halfway down the stairs, holding a mug like he belongs here, like this place is his. "I'm Lynn. This is the house I just rebuilt for my parents. Every wall, every tile, $327,000 out of my own pocket after the fire wiped everything out. 8 days ago, my mom was crying in the driveway, thanking me for saving them. Now there's a stranger standing inside. My furniture is moved, my family photos are gone, replaced, and he's looking at me like I'm the one who shouldn't be here. I reach for my phone, ready to call my dad, but the guy cuts me off. "You should have told him," he says, glancing past me. I turn. My mother is standing in the doorway, pale, shaking, and she won't look me in the eyes. Before we continue with this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for updates. My chest tightens, but I force a step forward, eyes locked on hers. "Mom, who is that?" She opens her mouth. Nothing comes out. Just a shaky breath, like she's been holding it in since I walked through the door. The man sets his mug down on the stair railing and descends slowly, one step at a time. Not rushed, not nervous. Calm, too calm, like he's been expecting this moment. "I think we should all sit down," he says. "Sit down?" I almost laugh, but it doesn't come out right. My hands are already shaking. "This isn't a conversation," I snap. "This is my house." My voice echoes through the living room, through the space I rebuilt from ashes. The same walls I painted myself. The same floor I chose because my dad said it reminded him of the old place. Except, it doesn't feel like that anymore. Because it's not mine anymore. I can feel it. My eyes scan the room again, slower this time. The photos on the wall, none of me. Not a single one. Just my parents. And now, him. That wasn't there before. "Where's Dad?" I ask, sharper this time. My mom finally looks up, but her eyes don't meet mine. They flick past me, toward the front door. "He's out," she says quietly. "Out." I pull my phone from my pocket and hit his contact. It rings and rings, then goes to voicemail. Behind me, the front door is still open. A breeze slips in, brushing against my back, and for a second I swear I hear a car engine fading down the street, like someone just left. I turn back to my mom, something colder settling in my chest. "You knew I was coming today?" She hesitates. That's all I need. My grip tightens around my phone. Then why does it feel like everyone made sure he wouldn't be here when I showed up? The man exhales softly behind me, and then he says it, low, steady, like it's already been decided. Because this conversation was never meant to include him. The silence after his words hits harder than anything else in the room. I slowly turn toward him. "What did you just say?" He doesn't repeat it. He doesn't need to. He just watches me, like he's measuring how much I already know, and how much I don't. My mom finally steps forward, her hands twisting together like she's trying to hold herself together physically. "Daniel, please," she says, but her voice breaks on my name. I flinch, because she never calls me Daniel when she's calm. It's always Danny or my boy. Not like this. I look between them, this stranger standing in my rebuilt house and my mother acting like I've walked into something I was never supposed to see. "This house burned down 3 months ago," I say slowly, forcing control into my voice. "I paid for everything. Every single wall, every piece of furniture. I signed every contract." The man tilts his head slightly. "You paid," he repeats. Not a question, a correction. Something about the way he says it makes my stomach drop. I turn back to my mother. "Tell me his name." She hesitates again, longer this time, and that hesitation tells me more than any answer could. Finally, she whispers, "Marcus." The name doesn't mean anything to me, at least not at first, but the way she says it, like it hurts to say it out loud, makes the air feel heavier. I take a step closer. "Marcus what?" Before she can answer, footsteps come from the hallway behind me, slow, controlled, my father. Except something is wrong immediately. He's not looking at me like I expected. He's not surprised. He's not even confused. He looks Resigned, like he's walking into something already finished. His eyes land on the man first, not me, and that's when I realize they've all been waiting for this moment. My voice drops. "Dad, why is he in our house?" My father opens his mouth, but the man speaks first, and what he says makes my blood run cold. "I didn't break into your house." He pauses. "I moved back into it." My father stops walking, just freezes in the hallway like the floor beneath him disappeared. I stare at him, waiting for him to correct this, to explode, to tell this stranger to get out of our home. But he doesn't. Instead, he rubs his face slowly, like he's tired, like this is something he's already argued about 100 times. "That's enough," I say sharply. "Both of you, explain, right now." My mother shakes her head immediately. "Daniel, please don't do this here." "Here?" I laugh once, but there's no humor in it. "I rebuilt this entire place for you. There is no here without me." The man, Marcus, doesn't move, doesn't interrupt, just listens like he already knows how this ends. My father finally speaks, voice low. "The house isn't what you think it is anymore." That hits me harder than I expect. "What does that mean?" I step closer to him. "I have the receipts, the contracts. My name is on everything." My mother flinches, and that's when I see it. Her face changes. Not guilt, fear. Like she's waiting for something to be discovered. Marcus finally walks off the staircase and toward the living room, slow and deliberate. "You paid for the rebuild," he says calmly, "but you never asked who the property was transferred to after." My stomach tightens. "Transferred?" My father avoids my eyes. My mother whispers, barely audible. "We were going to tell you." "When?" I snap. "After I moved out? After I paid for everything?" Marcus reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folded document. He doesn't hand it to me yet. He just holds it where I can see the seal. My name isn't on it. Neither is my father's. It's someone else, a name I don't recognize. And then Marcus says the words that make the room tilt. "The house belongs to me now." My breath stops. "That's impossible," I whisper. But my mother takes a step back, like she already knows it isn't. And then Marcus adds quietly, "Because it always did." For a moment, nobody moves. The document in Marcus's hand stays between us like a barrier I can't cross. Then I laugh, sharp, disbelieving. "Say that again." Marcus doesn't react. He just turns slightly toward the hallway as if what comes next is already part of a script. My father finally steps forward, voice strained. "Daniel, just listen." "No." I cut him off instantly. "Not until someone explains how a house I rebuilt, every inch of it, ended up in his name." My mother's eyes finally lift to mine, and this time, there's something worse than fear in them. Regret. "I didn't want it to go this far," she says quietly. That sentence makes my chest tighten, because it doesn't sound like confusion. It sounds like intention. Marcus starts walking, not toward me, but past me, heading deeper into the house like he already knows where he's going. I follow him immediately. "Stop walking in my house like you own it," I shout. He pauses at the hallway door, the one I never paid attention to before, the one slightly off from the rest of the house layout. My father tenses behind me. My mother whispers, "Don't open that room." Marcus places his hand on the door and says, almost gently, "You should have told him about me years ago." My mind spins. Years ago, before the fire, before the rebuild, before everything? I turn back to my parents. "What is he talking about?" My father looks away immediately. My mother's lips tremble. And that silence, again, is the answer. Marcus opens the door. Inside is not a storage room, not a bedroom. It's preserved, clean, intentionally untouched, and on the far wall, a photo, one I've never seen before, my mother, younger, standing beside Marcus, smiling like they belonged together. My voice drops. "Who is he?" My mother finally whispers, breaking completely. "Daniel, he's your father." The words don't register at first. My brain rejects them immediately. I actually take a step back. No, I say flatly. No, that's not possible. The room stays still. My mother starts crying, but not loudly. Not dramatically. Just quiet, broken sobs like she's been holding them for decades. My father in every way that mattered to me, doesn't correct her, doesn't deny it. Marcus stands in the center of the room, calm, watching me like he's waited a lifetime for this moment. My voice cracks. You're saying he's my father? My mother nods once, barely. That single movement hits harder than anything else in this house. The truth unfolds slowly, unwillingly. Marcus isn't a stranger who broke in. He is my biological father. A man my mother separated from long ago, before I was old enough to remember anything. My dad raised me instead, choosing to stay, but never telling me the truth. And when the fire destroyed this house, it didn't just destroy wood and walls, it opened a path back to something they had buried for decades. The rebuild, my money, my trust. It wasn't just restoration. It was a setup to bring Marcus back into this family under legal cover, using the house as the anchor point of a truth they were never ready to tell me. My hands shake as I look around the room again. Every piece of furniture I bought. In every wall I rebuilt. It wasn't for the family I thought I was saving. It was for a secret I was never supposed to know. My voice comes out hollow. So I was just rebuilding a lie? No one answers, because there's no way to soften it. My father finally speaks, voice low and tired. I stayed because I chose you. That never changed. That hurts more than the betrayal, because it means love was real, but the truth wasn't. Marcus looks at me, softer now. I didn't come here to take anything from you, he says. I came because I finally had the right to exist in your life. I step out of the house slowly. No anger left, just emptiness. Behind me, the home I rebuilt stands silent. And I realize the cruelest part. I didn't just lose a house. I lost the truth of who I was. Inside it.